Alright, boys and girls, sorry about that. We are back for lesson 58. We should have numbers 1 through 12 finished. If you are starting this video because you thought it was the first video for lesson 58 and you have not done 1 through 12, go back and go look at the videos and pick lesson 58 part 1 and do that first. And then you're going to do this. This is part 2. Miss White got interrupted, so we have to restart. Alright. We are going to move on to our new final sound, final syllable, stable sound. We have a couple new ones today. We learned about BLE, bull. Learned about PLE, pull. We learned about DLE, dull. And what was our first one? Miss White doesn't remember. Alright, but today we're going to talk about some new sounds. Alright, so let's echo these words. Beetle, beetle, little, little, rattle, rattle. What sounds are you hearing in there? The tull sound, right? Alright, let's see if we can figure out what's making that tull sound. You might be able to guess because we've already been talking about it so much. And little. Alright, are you seeing it? What do you see? That's right, it's the TLE. If you haven't noticed yet a little pattern, it's always an LE, and then we're talking about another consonant before it. But it's LE and then something before that. So this is making the tull sound, is our TLE. Now let's do jingle, struggle, and jiggle. So I want you to say jingle, struggle, and jiggle. Let's write them down. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Another mystery. Jingle, struggle, and what was our last one? Jiggle. Do you see it? That's the GLE is making that gull sound. And again, just like before, we're not saying that E, we're mere saying the ul sound. It's t, ul, t, ul. And that E is just silent in there. Alright, so what are we calling these again? They are final stable syllables. Did anyone notice how stable and syllables are final stable syllables? It's kind of funny. Alright, we call them final because they are in the final position, even if sometimes we talked about how they can still have a suffix at the end. And we call them stable because they don't change. Alright. Next, let's code these. I think that's what we're doing next. Yep, let's look at coding. So again, like we've gone over every lesson this week, we put a bracket on TLE. We cross out that E because we're not saying it. Here we have two vowels. They say they're, when two vowels go walking, the first one says the talking, it gets the macron, and we cross out that second one. Here, again, bracket around the TLE, cross out that E. We have vowel consonant, so it gets a brev, and it's rattle. Same thing here, little, bracket in between those two T's. The T, the vowel consonant, gives the I a brev, and it's little. Alright, over here, same thing, we're going to do a bracket around GLE, cross out our E. Here we have vowel consonant, gets a brev, jingle. Here, struggle. Again, bracket in between the double consonant. Gets the breath. Struggle. Jiggle. Again, bracket in between the two. Gets the macron because it's vowel consonant. Jiggle. Alrighty, good job with that. Let's move on to our picture cards. Well, let's talk about a word. We did this the first day. We're going to practice again about how to spell and practice a word settle. If we wrote settle like this, S-E-T-L-E, here we would do a bracket. We're crossing out the E because we're not making that sound. It's tull. And then here, if we just had the open vowel, it would say its name. So then that word would be settle. Is that right? That's not right. So when we spell settle, we have to be sure we do another T to make the vowel have a brev. Settle. That can kind of help us with practicing to spell those words. You didn't have to write that down anywhere, though. I'm just showing you that. All right. Let's talk about our keywords for these syllable sounds. All right. So this thing is a container. It's made of glass or plastic and holds a liquid. It has a narrow neck opening, and babies usually almost always drink out of one of these at some point, and then sometimes adults drink out of some type of a version of this. Do you think you know what it might be? Did you say bottle? You were right if you said bottle. So when we see bottle, we're going to say bottle, tull, bottle, tull. All right, that's going to help us remember. The bottle is the T-L-E sound. So on what number are we on? I lost track. Are we on number 13? I'm going to say bottle, and then you tull, and then I want you to write down what makes the tull sound for number 13. T-L-E. All right, number 14. Oh, we're not there yet. We got to talk about this word first. Our next word is going to also help us remember. So this is a musical instrument that's used in the army to wake up soldiers. It looks and sounds like a trumpet, but we have to remember that it's not trumpet. It ends in the gull sound. Does anybody know what it is? I probably wouldn't have known if I hadn't read it in here, so don't feel bad if you don't know it. It is a bugle. Gull. So when we see this, we'll say bugle, gull. And then now I want you to write down what makes that gull sound. G-L-E. Good job. Alrighty. Next, let's get your worksheet out. We're going to practice spelling a couple words with that final sounds that we've been learning. So on number 15, I want you to spell the word little. L-I-T-L. So remember when we hear that L-I, that short I, what do we know we need after that short I to make it a short I? L-I-T-L. So we're going to do L-I. We need a T to make the I say I. But then we also need our T for T-L-E for our final syllable sound. Number 16. So number 15 was L-I-T-T-L-E. All right. Number 16 is bottle. So we hear the same thing on this one. We're going to kind of follow the same type of little pattern. B-a-tull. So we have B-a. And then to make it say the ah sound, we need a T. And then we need our T-L-E final sound. Okay? We're not on to 17 yet, are we? Yeah, we are. All right, 17. Our last word is bugle. Bugle. So we hear the B, and then it's saying U. Bu. So it's just a U. And since we're saying the sound, we don't have to have that extra letter there. It would just be the GLE sound. All right, awesome job, you guys. Again, take a second to write these down if you didn't get them as we were spelling them together. Next, we're going to move on to coding our words. All right, our first word, I'm going to move this closer to me so I don't have to look so far. Our next word is, our first word to decode is rattle. Rattle. So, I'm sure everybody's sick of hearing me say by now, bracket around that TLE. We cross off the E. And then here we have vowel consonant, gets the brev, rattle. Number 19, title. Title. Again, we're going to do that bracket. We're going to cross off that E. Here we just have a vowel open, so it gets a macron, title. 20, juggle. We're going to do the bracket. We're going to cross off the E. Juggle. It gets the brev because we have vowel consonant. 21, single. Goal. Cross off that E. We have vowel consonant, so it gets the brev, single. 22, struggle. We get the bracket, cross off the E. Here we have vowel consonant, so it gets the brev, struggle. I'm going to give you a second, I'm going to write these down. It's easier for me to write up at the top, so instead of trying to wiggle my way down there in the bottom, I'm just going to have you look at these. Again, you can pause, you can go back. If I'm going to erase them, so if you need to go back and look, you can. All right, 23. Yelling. Here, we're going to box off our suffix. Here we have that double L for our floss rule, remember, so that makes the vowel short. Yelling. 24, dish. Here we have the digraph SH. That's a brev and dish. 25, cube. Here we see vowel, consonant, vowel. So the E makes the U say its name, and we say cube, cube. And 26, until. Here we have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. So we kind of break that into two little syllables. We have vowel, consonant, so it gets a brev. Here we have vowel, consonant, gets a brev, until. And lastly, crumble. Here we're going to put our bracket around our BLE, cross out our E. Here we have vowel, consonant, gets the brev, crumble. Good job. Now you might notice that there's some pictures on the side, so go ahead and match those pictures to the words. Do that now. All right, on the back of this worksheet is your homework. This you should be doing on your own. We have a paragraph up at the top. We're going to read that, and then we're going to answer those 3 questions afterwards. And then down here we have our high frequency box of words. I want you to practice those with somebody at home so you can get some practice on saying them and recognizing them. And I think this is the last of the videos for this week, so I will see you all next week. Bye.